makers of a new category of plant-based products scientifically proven to naturally increase the number of adult stem cells in circulation. This offers a variety of benefits to reduce the effects of human aging. Please view their ad at the end of this report.
Good evening. I'm still reporting on the coup. It looks like Gavin Newsom will be the Democrat candidate, not Joe Biden. So here are some diverse facts that have appeared during the last few days. Today, Ron DeSantis agreed to debate Gavin Newsom on Fox News in November to be moderated by Sean Hannity. Why? Why would DeSantis anger Trump even more? Because if Trump was found guilty of sedition by a Washington D.C. court or any of the felonies of which he has been accused, he could be prohibited from running, or he could be thrown in jail, and running from a jail cell might present a few problems. Of course, eventually some appeals court along the line would overturn the conviction on any of several of a dozen reasons. But you can believe that the Desperados would be moving heaven and earth to drag their feet until Trump's return became impossible. So to DeSantis, debating and thrashing the likely new Democrat nominee early on would be a big plus to looking presidential. Remember, if this is the Dems' plan, DeSantis may also have been let in on the secret. But there is more. Sometime last week, Newsom was seen wholeheartedly endorsing Biden as president in a way that strained credibility. If Newsom really wanted to run, why wouldn't he be bashing the horribly weak Biden? Yep, just doesn't make sense. And now some inside California news. Cali Insider just sent this report. Businesses in the city of Oakland are striking tomorrow because of the out-of-control homelessness, crime, stolen vehicles in the tens of thousands, and homelessness which is rampant and disgusting. No person wants to go to Oakland anymore. Businesses are suffering. Too many businesses are being broken into, not just one time, but several times each month. It's costing them. Newsom is scrambling right now. He's freaking out and trying to get his team of spinmeisters to keep the flames from growing. LA is really bad, even worse, but Oakland is starting this. So, in my humble opinion, California is beginning to splinter as it wakes up. Now, after trying to sell the lie of the last 6 months that Biden and Trump are running neck and neck, suddenly the new Washington Post poll shows Trump suddenly ahead by an insurmountable 9 points. As soon as I saw that, I knew Biden's fate had been sealed. The plan was in operation. He's out. He and his family will expect pardons if his replacement wins. Then, from Rob Schmidt's show on Newsmax this evening, this is the final straw.
Very surprising move in left-wing California, the trans utopia where nobody is safe from gender ideology. Governor Gavin Newsom has vetoed a bill that would have turned the state into a trans sanctuary for kids. What? It would have meant that kids could transition without consent from their parents, that kids from all over the country could just go to California and have their genitals ripped off, and the trans utopia that once was a beautiful common sense state. Well, the move by Newsom is very logical, very sensible for 99% of the people in this country, but that's not what you ever see from California, right? So the question is, why is this happening? Why did Newsom just go against the trans mob? Is he finally waking up to just how insane all of this is, how insane his party has become? Or is he simply transforming into a moderate in case he has to run for president in about 13 months? Carl DeMaio is a radio host and chairman of Reform California, and he joins us now. Carl, good to have you on. What do you think your governor is really up to here?
Well, let me clarify first. The bill that he vetoed was Assembly Bill 957, and we already have as state law trans sanctuary. So he didn't veto that. That's actually something he signed into law. We still, as a state, advertise that we want kids to come to California without parental consent so that we can pay for their surgeries and gender bending treatments. What he did veto was a bill that would take children away from parents in custody disputes, in divorce court.
That's right.
If one parent is asked by the judge, if your child grows up and at age 12 or 13 comes to you and says they want to transition, would you approve surgery? Would you approve gender bending hormone therapy? If you say yes to that, you lose your child.
Yeah.
The judge can take the child away and award it to the other parent. Frankly, that's child abuse. He also signed 8 other LGBT bills over the weekend, including one that would ban foster parents from being foster parents in California for applying and getting reviewed and being accepted to the foster care system if they don't agree to hypothetically approve a sex change operation somewhere down the line for the foster kids. And remember, we have a shortage, a major shortage of foster parents in California, so it'll hurt foster kids as we turn away
Here's a question. Yeah, my question to you is this, and understood. I don't understand one thing. How is it that Newsom thinks it's okay to be a trans sanctuary where kids can run there and get these surgeries without parental consent? That's fine, but in case of a custody battle, that's too far. How is that too far?
Yeah.
I mean, or
that we're gonna bar the foster parents if they don't agree to it. The reason why he did it, it's all just a distraction game. He vetoed one crazy bill so he could sign 8 crazy bills this weekend. And I think you're absolutely right. Gavin Newsom is running for president. He is trying to be the backup guy for Joe Biden. Hey, if something goes wrong, I'll be out here in the waiting room. And of course, while he's doing that, he's trying to pretend like he's willing to stand up to the radical left, when in fact he signed 8 bad bills, including one that turns away good foster parents from a system that desperately needs. So look, the guy is just grandstanding and gaslighting the public on this issue.
They got to figure out who's going to be. I think within 3 weeks. Again, with the Nevada date is in I think October 16th. You've got to file in Nevada.
I don't think they're going to do that. No, I don't think the Democrat power barons want a real election in their primary. Okay. I think they just want to keep Biden until maybe July of next year, June, when the primaries are over and the base can't really replace one of their handpicked people. No, Gavin Newsom has always been handed everything in his life. And I think the power barons in the Democrat Party want to shut out their voters like they did to Bernie Sanders in 2016 to benefit Hillary Clinton. And they want to anoint Gavin Newsom as the heir apparent. Mark my words.
Can they do that though? Can they, or doesn't he have to sign up for some stuff before then?
No,
no. He can just take it.
Gavin, so Joe Biden can actually be the guy on the ballot for all these primaries, all these caucuses. And who are the delegates to the convention? These are all Democrat insiders. These are donors, elected officials, handpicked by the Biden people. They're all insiders. They're not Bernie bros. They're not AOC supporters. They're not grassroots. These are all very influential insiders. So that then he gets to June or July and says, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to finish out my term. 4 years is too much for me to sign up and commit to.
And you bring in.
He releases all of those insiders. And who do they go to? They're not going to go to some progressive candidate. They're going to go to Gavin Newsom as the anointed guy. Everything right now has the hallmark signs.
They're going to skip over the black lady? That's fairly offensive for Democrats, I would say.
You want to talk about not being democratic? These internal power barons in the Democrat Party, they don't trust their voters. They don't want a real contest. They don't want the voters to decide. This has all been an anointing process, and Gavin Newsom is playing his cards masterfully.
Interesting stuff. Carl DeMaio.
I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good day.
About 6 weeks ago, I got a call from a rep from Cerule, the makers of Stem Enhance Ultra, a product which boosts your bone marrow's natural output of adult stem cells. I was skeptical at first, but promised I would test it out. I have a nagging tennis injury, a rotator cuff shoulder problem. Surgery is pretty iffy, so I've been a long-time user of glucosamine products. They don't help much, but that has been my only alternative. So I gave it a try. The rep told me that it would usually take several months before any noticeable difference would occur. First week, nothing. Second week, maybe a little better. But then by the third week, all of a sudden I realized it was a lot better. All I can say is Stem Enhance has worked for us, and non-invasively. Yes, I could have paid $5,000 to have a stem cell injection into my shoulder, but it wears off. Why not stimulate the body's natural ability to generate the stem cells itself, which then travel naturally wherever they are needed for a fraction of the cost? One visit to a doctor can cost more than a month's supply of this product. There's a lot of science behind this. I wouldn't be advertising it otherwise. This works. Check out their website at
billstill.cerule.com.
There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee on a single bottle purchase, so you can try it risk-free.